going on, everyone? Scott here. Welcome back to the channel. So we are here at the season finale of Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. We have one more rose ceremony, and then we are down to the final moments and final relationship tests and decisions of the season. So Jess and Spencer, Alex and Andrew, Kat and Dale, Jeremy and Bailey, and Keith and Kathy are the couples remaining going into this finale. But before we do jump in, if you could just hit that like and subscribe button down there. We'll have more Bachelor Nation content on the channel. Still up in the air if going to do Golden Bachelor. I've mentioned it before here on the channel, but just kind of up in the air with them not deciding to recast. I know we did get some news during the episode today. We'll be meeting the Golden Bachelor women this upcoming Thursday. Up in the air. Might do it, might not. But just keep an eye out for that. If not, we will definitely be here for next season of Bachelor, Bachelorette. That comes out. I believe Bachelor should be coming out in January. I know they were skipping this year of Bachelorette, so I'm assuming we'll be back to normally scheduled Bachelor in January. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of those videos. But we will jump into this finale episode, and we're right back to the cocktail party. Keith and Kathy talk to Kat and Dale, Spencer and Jess about their decision and how it will be based off who needs the money the most. Kat opens up with info that Dale didn't even know about her childhood and what money would mean to her and to them as a couple. Dale tells Jeremy that he's going to be voting for Bailey out of respect because, you know, they were friends during this, and he said that he can't vote for Spencer and Jess. Jeremy is upset. He's trying to swing the votes to Kat and Dale, but it seems like the decision is going to come down between the Goldens. They obviously know they're going home, but it seems like they're going to be the ones casting the vote for who will be going home with them. And Kathy said that Jeremy and Bailey remind them of her marriage, and her and Keith agreed that they won't vote for Spencer and Jess. So Bailey and Jeremy and Kat and Dale will be who the decision comes down to. At the rose ceremony, the 9th and final rose ceremony, Alex and Andrew get the first rose, Jess and Spencer, and the final rose goes to Kat and Dale. So the final couples are Spencer and Jess, Alex and Andrew, and Kat and Dale. Jesse says tomorrow everything will change. And speaking of tomorrow, we are on day 20 of Paradise. Jesse is here for the beginning of the end with the most revealing relationship test yet. Called the Weight of the World, harness onto a platform, holding on to weights with percentages of their combined body weight. More weight will be added. Your partner can take weight if you need a break and to, you know, carry more of the load. The winner moves directly to the final round with the opportunity to walk away with $500,000. Kat and Dale, they were the first to drop. Spencer and Jess get close to the line and end up falling off. So that means Alex and Andrew held on for 43 minutes, and they are directly into the final portion of Bachelor in Paradise. Earned a spot in the final round, and Dale and Kat are doing okay after the challenge and ready to get to the final round. Spencer and Jess are on the beach, and Spencer tells Jess that he loves her. Jess reciprocates as well. I believe we were just at the falling in love point, so we're fully at the love, even though I think they've both been at that for a while. Later that night, Spencer is looking at rings with Jesse, and he's the only one that does so, at least at this point. We'll see if anyone else does. I don't think so. But Jesse is here to tell Spencer and Jess, Kat and Dale, how their fate will be determined. And it will be determined by some unexpected guests. The couples from the season come back. Sean says that he's carrying the nuclear codes to the secrets from this season, the Parliament of Paradise. And for Andrew and Alex, final test tomorrow will have the opportunity to leave with $500,000. They're already there, but the Parliament will also get a vote on if any of the other couples will have a chance. If so, then the amount will be $250,000 that they'll have the chance to walk away with. If it's two couples, they'll both have that opportunity. Dale knows that he was a big part of voting most of these people out, but he's not going to beg anyone for anything. And, you know, we're catching up on some conversations. Bailey and Jeremy are now officially dating. They got to go out to dinner, it sounds like. Spencer tells Leia that he looked at rings. Just says she's not there yet, but she says to Bailey that no one knows that she's struggling yet. Sean, the Prime Minister of the Parliament of Paradise, him and Alicia, I'm sorry, call everyone over and wants the jurors to have all the info about the couples. And he said he made phone calls to get the real story because him and Kat were friends in real life. So he called her ex, and Kat's plan was supposedly to never find love, stashed a laptop, and was sending her ex-boyfriend love letters. Dale says, I don't care what happened last time. Sean's like, nah, this is what happened this time. And Everything just kind of like Kat's like obviously rightfully so emotional. All the girls support Kat, and Dale's like, I would never do that to someone. Why would you do that to someone? Do it like this. Dale and Kat walk away. Alicia's like, round of applause for the Emmy Award winning actress, and Dale is like is thinking though, like, did I miss something? And Kat said that she did have a relationship before, like she was dating around, but Kat is essentially like, no, I'm leaving, and Dale is kind of trying to ask, like, what are we doing? Like, I'm telling you, I'm with you. Like, I'm standing here right with you. And she is just kind of having a mental breakdown, and understandably so, getting called out like that. Dale's just trying to figure out what's going on. She's like, I'm not doing this. I'll have a conversation off camera. No one is happy with Sean doing that, but especially the way that he did it. Bailey does kind of agree, like, yeah, I would want to know that, but I don't think anyone agrees with how he did it and went about it, and definitely think it backfired with the way that they maybe thought it was, or maybe they knew this is how it was and just wanted to get back at Kat. Who knows? Dale comes out, says that they aren't stepping off, says that he's standing here for both of them. He says that he gets love letters from Kat every day. Alicia's like, he's not the only one getting those love letters. Dale actually reads the love letter to the camera as well in one of the confessionals, but it is time to vote if another couple is going or not. A little tidbit, everyone went in and said who they were voting for. Jeremy says, I'm only choosing Alex and Andrew to be in the finals. Spencer and Dale just returning the favor. Knew that would kind of come back, and Dale even said that too, but coming back for both of them. But we're here at the final day of Paradise to see if there is anyone else going to the finals, or final decision, final test of Paradise, whatever. Spencer says to Jess that we might be getting engaged today, baby. Jess doesn't know if she's ready for all that. Dale and Kat have more of a conversation in the morning, and both seem confident in their relationship. Everyone joins for breakfast, well, the three couples, should I say, and Jesse is here to tell the results from the voting from the night before. The jury chose Jess and Spencer to go to the finals as well. So the final two couples are Alex and Andrew, and Spencer and Jess. So Dale and Kat will be going home, but not empty-handed with their connection, and it does, seem like they stuck through it together. They've stuck through multiple things throughout this season, so does seem like they'll try to work on this outside of Paradise. More on that later. But going to separate everybody for their final decisions here in Paradise, and Jesse is waiting on the beach for everyone to have a conversation with the money on the table. The money isn't the prize, it's the final test. Money or love. If you choose love, you go up to the VIP suite, you'll be reunited with your couple. You're walking away from the money, but if you do choose money, if both choose money, you both leave with nothing. If one chooses money, the other chooses love, the person who chose money walks away, similar to Bachelor Pad back in the day. Andrew thinks that he doesn't have the stress of money like Alex does, and thinks that, that could be, more powerful than their love right now. Andrew's in the VIP suite. Alex will either come in or we'll see her on the beach choosing the money. Alex does show up in the room, and as Alex says, even though the money would solve some life problems, the greatest gift is to leave with Andrew. Alex is like, when am I moving to Chicago? And Andrew asks her to be his girlfriend. Jesse comes in to congratulate them, have some champagne, and they make their first decision as a couple. Couple envelopes on the platter, different amounts of money in it up to $250,000. They make their first decision. They choose the envelope, $125,000. So nice way to start their relationship here out of Paradise. Now, love and money, successful, take care of some of those student loans, celebrate with some champagne. Successful ending here for Andrew and Alex. Now, one more decision left here in Paradise, Jess and Spencer. Spencer and Jess obviously been together since the beginning. Spencer is up in the VIP suite waiting to see if Jess is going to come. And Jess does show up, even though some nice editing sketchy editing, should I say, to make us think that both of them were possibly choosing the money, but had a gut feeling going in that they were both going to choose love. And thankfully, they both did. Both couples did in this one. Jesse shows up to celebrate with them as well, gives them their first decision as well. They choose the envelope with $190,000 in it. And the fact that they've been together from the beginning, Jess came in saying that she wanted to meet Spencer. Absolutely love it. Jesse's like, I'll give you guys a moment to celebrate. And then Jess is like, how can this get any better? Well, Spencer has a nice speech and he proposes to Jess. She says yes, and that's how it can get better, Jess. But absolutely love it. Paradise works, as Jess says. I will say, I was skeptical coming down the stretch when I heard the money was involved, and especially when we started getting teased that, you're either choosing the money or love. Once we got in the episode, I kind of figured that they would maybe, the way that Jesse worded it, would possibly give them the opportunity to get some money, even if they did choose love. And I'm glad that they did. I was a little skeptical about that, so I'm glad they did it this way, and I actually think it worked. And I think the season of Paradise started off really good. I think there definitely was some bumps, but then I thought it was a strong ending. So definitely new kind of format, new way of doing things. I definitely think it's solid, kind of merging Paradise and Bachelor Pad from back in the day. So was very happy with the season of Paradise overall. Now, did get a little update of the final 5 couples. 4 of them are still together, the 4 that were romantically together. Plus, Keith and Kathy are obviously still friends. They weren't romantically together. Sounds like everyone's beginning conversations of moving closer to each other. Jess and Spencer are still engaged. Jess is planning to move with Spencer at the turn of the new year. Alex planning to move to Chicago. They ended up choosing to use that money to pay off her student loans. Dale and Kat still looking to move closer together, start a life together. Bailey and Jeremy still going strong as well. So yeah, I'd say successful season of Paradise. As I said, I like the changes that they made, kind of merging the two, Paradise and Bachelor Pad, and thought they stuck the landing. As I said, was kind of nervous with the money portion, but think they stuck it. But happy for the final couples. Obviously, Jess and Spencer, getting engaged, choosing each other, plus the nice money to start their lives together. Andrew and Alex as well. But anyway, that'll do it for this season of Bachelor in Paradise. As I said, up in the air if we're going to do Golden Bachelor, but keep an eye out for that. We might not. But anyway, that'll do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. If you watched all season, all the recaps, thank you so much. If you just watched some, just watch this one. Again, thank you. But anyway, that'll do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.